someone who more than any other person I met was shaped by the streets. But I'm getting ahead of myself. More on all that later. My mom is from Bessemer too. Vicky Jane Bavis is the daughter of Walter Lee Bavis. Walter and his siblings were raised not too far from Montgomery, Alabama, in Autauga County. Walter was stationed in the Pacific during World War II, where he served aboard Old Nameless, the battleship officially known as the US South Dakota. He was a cook on Old Nameless, but when the Battle of Santa Cruz went down in October 1942, he hopped on one of the anti-aircraft machine guns and got it popping. He took down a few planes before he got chewed up by one of the Japanese strafers. He got shot up so bad it made it into the papers. He looked like one of his own kitchen colanders, said the captain, Vice Admiral Tom Gatch, but they couldn't kill him. It was a miracle he survived that battle. When he came home, Walter relocated to Bessemer, where he found employment at Ziegler's, a meat packaging company not unlike Oscar Mayer. He was one of their first black supervisors. He also met his wife, Betty. Together they had 7 children: Jane, Jacqueline, Ricky, Patricia, Walter Jr., Deborah, and Vicky. Betty had 2 sons, Henry and Ronnie, from 2 prior marriages. My mama's upbringing wasn't easy. Around the time of her birth, Walter started drinking. Soon enough, violence became an everyday occurrence in the Dallas household. To this day, my family tells the craziest stories about my grandmother. Betty Dallas was a mean drunk, like you wouldn't believe. This little lady would get to fighting with somebody at dinner and reach across the dining room table and stab them with a fork. Hell, I heard she shot my granddaddy once when she passed away from a stroke at
I said, I'm over here watching Gucci Mane, or listening to Gucci Mane autobiography and shit. For real though, I'm like, niggas be talking about read books, nigga. I'ma go on YouTube and listen to this shit. Good ass blunt. Good ass blunt.
That's around the time she met Ralph Dudley in 1978. My father already knew Dallas family. He'd been classmates with my aunt Pat and Lydia, but he never met my mom. When he did, it was instant attraction. They fell in love quick. My mom already had a son.
Listen, just let me know, man. Just keep me updated.
Duke's got another half-brother, Carlos, who was born the same month of the year he was. So that's what his daddy was up to then. During my mama's pregnancy, my father got into trouble with the law. He'd been arrested for having drugs on him, no small crime in the 70s, and was facing time. Jane Sr. had recently passed away unexpectedly, and my grandmother, Olivia, whom we call Maddie, still had kids to raise. So instead of
minor league pitching coach offers advice to a new member of his staff.
My father fled. He headed north to Detroit, which was where he was on the day of my birth, February 12th.
Yes, and I'm down.
Because my father wasn't around.
Yeah, in August, we're going again for her birthday again.
My mother's last name. Like my conception 9 months before, my first name, Frederick, was a product of my parents' union half-round. Asterisk, asterisk, asterisk. 1070. I came up in my granddad's house in 1017.
I need 1,500 for it, so I ain't even gonna lie.
I feel that shit. I gotta get my closing picture good, cause every time they fucking sub me out, this nigga be choking. It's raw, this shit work though. Your conversations dictate how your badges get upgraded. So literally, like, I'm like, just you know, focus out there. Everything else will fall in place. That helped me get the lightning rod badge though, meaning like the umpire is gonna call in my favor and shit, cause I'm a cool dude type shit.
Welcome to MLB The Show in this presentation of minor league baseball. Should be a good one here this afternoon between the Biloxi Shuckers and the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next.
Gotta watch out for backstabbers. Cut off the host, she was loose leaf.
Robert Duggan, the right-hander from Arizona, will be doing the pitching. What's your take on it, Dan?
Well, Matt, you hate to go into game thinking that you're going to have to get the bullpen involved, but you may have to with this guy.
God damn, this nigga ERA is 27. What the fuck? Hey, you there? This nigga ERA meaning like what's the average amount of people to score off of him per game? It say 27. My shit 0, bro. This nigga shit 27. My shit 0. Nobody score off of me. That nigga shit 27, my nigga.
Yeah, guys, after the first real games on this road trip, they find themselves 2-2, kind of par for the course.
Nigga, this shit just cold. It's cold that I made my fucking shoe on this shit, my nigga. But they look colder on the game. Hold on, I'm finna send you. Yeah, you gotta see that shit in action. You able to go to the YouTube right now, or like view my stream through the chat? Yes, you are. No, it'll show. It show I'm streaming though if you go to my profile. But I got it on my character and shit. But I pretty much made my Jordans on there, bro. This shit is cold because instead of the top being black, they white and they look better like that. But this shit. I gotta put my hat to the front. Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Oh shit!
What, you looking at it?
No, I'm playing Fall Guys.
Bitch. I'm like, where's my phone? And that bitch on Facebook. I'm finna send it through the chat. Oh, you playing that shit. How is it?
This shit crazy.
I gotta download it, nigga. That's why I asked. I think I got downloaded on this PlayStation. Eric said he at the shop and shit, so he'll be on when he get back, probably around.
Alternating verses. Even when you wasn't around, I would listen to his tapes on my own. Actively, carefully, diligently. Damn near studying them. Duke brought me to my first concert.
Bro, this shit is not easy though.
I know. No. It's real niggas talking about that game, so I know it's not no bullshit. You feel me? My guy that bust me and Madden put, like, he was the one that made a status like, so y'all niggas telling me y'all ain't playing this shit. Like, is it good?
This shit, bro. Oh my gosh, this shit got me sweating, bro. This
You funny as fuck, my nigga.
bro, there's
I'ma hop on it too.
lobbies to play this. It's just hella motherfuckers, so it just makes the shit chaotic.
Yeah, they're like 50 versus 50.
It's like 60 or some shit. But this is hella little motherfuckers just running around and shit.
You couldn't see a speck of the room wall. There were so many posters. From time to time, my father was sent into Alabama. We looked
Then
forward
you
to
got
those
qualified
visits.
to
He would
like
pull
go
up an
to
eclipse.
shit.
He talking about that one game. What's the name of that shit?
Fall Guys.
He talking about that shit. She said, "Oh, Fall Guys." You got it on your PlayStation in there too?
Back then, we always knew my father to have some money on him. The guy was rich as hell. As a child,
I would tell her out again. You can play online in there on shit, right? Alright. Nah, cause you know how people been like, they made it so if you ain't got PlayStation Plus, you can't play online. Them niggas that don't got an account on a system with PlayStation Plus on it. You feel me? No, for real though. And Aaron coming through later, so I have him playing. He could play on this shit, she could play on that one. I'll be trying to tell her to bring her PlayStation in here because her TV small as a bitch. She got like a 19-inch. That shit can literally go right on the fucking chair, you know? No, for real though. It's just like I'll have to be in the chat for everybody in the room. But oh yeah though. Oh yeah, you in the match. You're in the match.
Yeah.
See, my form is more. My form, I stand on my foot longer. Like my shit, like. And it's weird. I gotta find one that's more realistic, but literally my shit, like. Or like this TV right here, but like I'm like this the mid ball in his hand. It's weird. It's weird, right? It's like that. You feel me? Literally, I'm not joking. I started off playing. Same way I can say I shoot like that, you know? Huh? She said, I ain't never had Jordan. Yeah, that's what I'm showing him. Like, I got my exact shoes because I was trying to make my other shoes and I forgot them actually on here. I'm finna be playing the fuck out of this because the season just started. You saw my post? I took a picture of his Yelich poster and shit. I'm like, it's mine now.
Oh shit!
So unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Grounded down the third baseline. Scooped up.
Oh shit!
Quickly, there are two away.
I'm slowing him down by running in front of him. You feel me? It's cheating.
First chance for him here after appearing as a pinch hitter in the game last night.
Eliminated. I was right there.
You talking about me playing Fortnite and shit, nigga? Look at that. Nah, but you should grab Overwatch too, though, while you in the mood for that shit. Telling you, the casual game in it right now is going hard, bro. Call of Duty, I'm gonna let that shit get saturated. It always is. That's why I'm like so much other shit. This circle change up though.
Taken for strike two. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? You still pitch for the strikeout here. Active pitch right here, too. Last thing you want to do is to
Oh no, this shit looks cold.
free base. We'll wait on it, and that will retire the side.
This
Played an inning.
Wait. I'm gonna put the chat through my headphones. Alright, what'd you say? Wait, gotta turn on the bass boost. What'd you say? Oh, I got it already, nigga. What you talking about? But go to Overwatch too, though. I'm telling you, bro.
And he offers it the circle change.
Because Overwatch got like 30 different characters.
Great execution of that change up right there. Great arm action.
Get what?
Totally out front on that one.
Nah, fuck that. I've never heard that shit in my life, bro. What the fuck? Bro, get Overwatch. Bro, get Overwatch.
1-1.
Nah, fuck that. Overwatch 2 is coming out, and it's just an update on Overwatch. Nah, bro, I'm telling you. What are the reviews on it? Go to the ratings on this shit, on the store. Not even like YouTube. I'm telling you, bro, Overwatch is cold, bro, because everybody got to stop. All right, go to Overwatch.
The pitch.
What has more ratings? How many ratings does Overwatch have? You say it on there, nigga. Bro, that shit I've never heard of. Finna look at it after I strike this nigga out.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or.
Exactly. You heard of Overwatch before, nigga. Just tell him like, hey, bro, I grabbed Overwatch.
To make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a
nigga, I've been telling you grab Overwatch for a minute.
You can just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
Bro, did you like Time Splitters? Did you like Time Splitters? Is like that, bro. I swear to God. They got a monkey, nigga. They just got a big ass gorilla instead of the little one. Type shit. Instead of the Vin Diesel nigga, you got Reaper, my nigga. I swear to God. That shit. I just realized he the Vin Diesel nigga, bro. Reaper cold, but he. Bro, the shit. All right, I'm gonna explain it to you. Just peep game real quick, like literally. It's like good and evil on this shit. And half the characters is. But that don't mean you understand it.
He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all
nah, but bro, I'm telling you, I've had the game for over 2 years. I just got good at it, my nigga. You feel me? Like, they added new characters and shit. So, like, one of my favorite characters is somebody who wasn't even on this shit when it came out. Sigma, a fucking beast. Go on YouTube and search search highlights from it and just see both games. Search highlights from both games. Cause I never heard of one and the other one got some dope ass highlights. IQ plays, like the whole game is off IQ on Overwatch. It'd be little kids, it'd be really cold on that shit. But I don't be following them. God damn it.
That's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Hey guys,
Overwatch.
He's trying to bury that slider down and in. Nice execution by the batter right there, keeping his hands inside and fighting it off for a nice base hit.
Now an off-speed pitch gets the outside.
Nigga, cities don't have teams on Rogue, whatever. It's a Seattle team on the fucking Overwatch. So fuck what you talking about. You can have I'm just saying though. You could be repping your shit. Yeah, fuck that for real. Oh, they got me batting, yeah, because I'm throwing these motherfucking Jordans. He gonna throw a fastball, hold on. Bitch, I knew you was finna throw a fastball. Hold on, now you finna throw a changeup.
The windup and the 0-1.
Bitch.
Up the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball.
Well, now you finna throw a two-seam fastball.
And the 0-2 pitch.
Bitch! Yeah! No! Fuck, nigga. What? Fuck it, nigga. Hey, I hit that motherfucker. Crack that, man. I gotta hit that shit for real next time. Bitch. Strike y'all niggas the fuck out. They letting me bat, bro. That shit cracking, nigga. I'll show you how to throw some heat, nigga. Hold on. Oh, yeah. Oh, why is my outfield in that position, bro? I need y'all ready to grab. Fuck. I need y'all niggas ready to. What the fuck?
So
These
with their
niggas,
pitcher
as
doing
long as
this,
they ain't
you can
scoring,
either
bro,
have
I'm
a
good.
bunt, or you can
Type
even think
shit.
about having him show bunt to draw the corners in and then let him swing away. Depends on how much confidence they have in him with a bat in his
How
hands.
fast is
Robert Ducker
how
shows
fast
bunt
is
on the
this
first pitch,
nigga?
but he pulls it back 1-0. From the stretch. And they'll try to get the man to third as he puts this one down.
I threw it to the wrong fucking spot.
And they'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
But fuck that shit. Like, I'm gonna throw it to the cutoff.
Corey Bird, as he's got a chance to tie this
That
ball
was
game up
actually
with
a
that
smart play.
equalizing run just 90 feet away at third.
They got me fucked up. I'm finna throw that heat, nigga.
About the pitch started to go around there. But he
My
pulls
nigga,
up
come on,
Bird is
You
a
what
guy
you
that
got
can really
against me?
pick him up and put him down, if you will. He's a plus runner and really
Let's go.
uses speed to his advantage in
Double
multiple
play,
ways on the
fuck.
field.
Yeah, and it works for him. It works
You
for
ain't
him in
catch
a
the
lot of
double
ways, like
play?
you said,
Fuck
Matt.
it. The first
Hits the
run,
ball on the ground, he has the
ERA
potential to beat it
0.5,
out.
I
can't tell you
guess.
what this does for an infield or an outfield defense to be put on their toes and have to make plays.
As long as it's under 3, but shit, I want to keep my shit under 1. There we go. They got me fucked up.
Down in the count 0-2.
Good thing he didn't make
Yeah,
contact with
nigga,
that
get your
pitch.
ass out of there.
Probably get that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
This baseball shit cracking, nigga. I swear to God.
Becomes
Fuck,
out number 2
nigga.
this inning.
Strike.
Check it and it's 0-1.
You feel me, bro? Straight pitching heat. Fuck, nigga, yeah.
He's quickly in the hole, 0-2. Nothing in 2 count.
Bitch ass nigga.
Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
Fuck.
And that misses 2-2.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition
Fuck
to
me.
let that one go. Opposite-handed,
Full
that's coming
count.
across the plate. You might think you got a shot to stay inside that one.
Fuck, nigga.
Swing and
He hit
oh
that
my.
motherfucker.
Hit him
God
with the
damn, he hit a home run.
And that
Ah,
one is
that
gone.
motherfucker, dog.
On a 2-strike count with 2
I'm
away
sorry,
in the
coach.
inning.
Big swing right
I'm
there.
sorry, coach. I was
Give
in there
himself a little
cooking,
bit
bro.
of breathing
My
room, let
bad.
his pitcher go to work. Now they're up 2.
Standing in
All right, I'm back. I'm back. Hey, that nigga hit a 2-run dinger off my motherfucking ass, bro. I ain't gave up 3 runs in this
Down the
inning.
line in left. Left fielder giving chase, and they can't run it down.
Why is my defensive position like this, my nigga? Like, come on, manager. Change that shit. I'll throw pitches that go with our positioning, bro. And I don't like it.
Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side.
See what I'm saying, bro? These niggas playing too motherfucking deep. I'm not throwing iron.
Keep the inning alive for at least one more batter.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right
Man,
there. He's able
fuck
to keep
this
his hands
manager.
inside that ball.
Bitch ass nigga don't want to adjust the defensive positioning. They hitting these bitches. I gotta throw straight fastballs and shit. Get your ass out of here, bitch. Sit your ass down, nigga. You stranded. Fuck, nigga. Hey, Tiger, let's go. Niggas got me fucked up. Hit this home run in this bitch. Oh!
Good. Pitch had him out in front for strike 1.
Oh, man, was that a hack. He's trying to create his own run support with a swing like that.
Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes.
Hey, see it. Drive it. Let's go, big dog.
Here it comes, 0-2. Fouled off. Runner on first, 2 away, all tied at 3 apiece. Pulled toward right center field.
Come on.
Center fielder on the run.
Fuck, home run. Come on. Yes! Ground rule double.
Dives, but he can't make the play, and this one hops over the wall.
Fuck
for
that.
a ground rule
I was
double.
finna get to third, nigga. I was finna do the triple, nigga. Why you gonna cheat me to second base?
Settle his guy down.
Yeah, nigga, yeah. They let me start batting, nigga, yeah. Keep me in, coach.
Ready once again.
Nigga, I just hit a double on that goofy ass nigga. I don't give a fuck. They got me in the hey, hell no, my nigga. They put me in the goddamn jacket to run bases, like what?
On the bag, find the ball, find
And
the
he'll
ball.
step on the bag himself, and the inning is.
Hold on, nah, bro, look. I mean, nah, I hit a double, bro. That's good as fuck. That's second. I mean, I was finna run the third, but the fucking shit went. Everybody know about that shit. You playing 2K because you weak. You ain't try. You ain't try. Hey, baseball easy, bro. Just play as a pitcher so you get the hang of.
Bottom of the fourth, and now it'll be the catcher.
Eat dicks.
Here comes the first pitch.
It's so easy. I was just telling my guy how you be just setting this shit up too easy. I know you're gonna talk about being hungry later. I got a schedule. I'm gonna write out my jokes for your ass. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Swung on and missed.
And with that bag of dicks for you. I need the graphics to catch up. Why the grass ain't there, then is there after the fucking.
Line, but speared on a hop. And the throw to first is in time. One
I be cheating, bro. I be running and pushing the niggas off their line of momentum while they running to the base.
He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him.
Same.
Bases are empty, one man out.
Like they be eating fries and shit before they pull up.
And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Here's the pitch.
I'd have been like, my food was cold. That shit every time. I'm gonna be like, my food was too hot. I pushed the nigga off, bro. They be running to the base with all they speed, then I just run and push them like, and they slow down enough for the pitch to make it to first. This shit cheating like a motherfucker, but it work every time, my nigga.
Looked for it up in the zone and didn't.
Telling you, all I need is I hit the double on their ass. If I'd have hit a home run, bro, I would have been the reason why we got the lead.
So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Niggas think I'm dumb, so I had to turn on Gucci Mane book and play it on Facebook while playing baseball. Like, fuck, this nigga smart. With a stack of books on the floor next to me. I didn't read these shits. But I'm just proving the point. It's audio books on YouTube, so why the fuck is y'all telling us to read books? Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying that you gotta pay. They pay to buy them. This shit on YouTube for free. I play Michelle Obama book and fuck everybody up to think I'm you know. She be like, I used to have a dick, chapter 1. Is that funny or not?
Here now the 2-2. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field.
Come on, catch that, catch that, catch that, catch that, catch that. Yeah, yeah, bitch, we even now.
So after the 3 spot last time around, he's able to bounce back and hang a 0 here. On to the top of inning number 5 we go.
Yeah, fuck it. ERA like 2.7 in this bitch.
Into the box, Robert Duggar. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5.
Things not looking
cool, we up by 2.
So far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind.
Cinnamon on a dick, back a dick, eating at it. I'm on YouTube. All this shit is just extra funny because I'm watching myself say it, bro. Like, I swear to God. with the MAGA hat on.
And a changeup swung on and missed.
Bro, you can I titled my shit Black Trump supporter. It got like 10 people on YouTube watching it at once. I'm like, this shit never happens. Somebody's like, I was looking for videos of the guy that got killed till yours came up. I'm like, I know, nigga. I'm getting monetization off this shit.
So now to the plate, Corey Bird.
That's why you don't hear peso right now. Look at that.
Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side.
This nigga's on YouTube with a book playing in the background about some street shit. Crack cocaine. It's funny hearing an audiobook say that. They call him Gookie Man. I'm getting offended by this shit. I'm like, Gucci. I don't see no big ass pretzels, but I see some nice looking ass nachos in the crowd. These niggas really made desserts look good as a bitch.
To start this inning, that's back-to-back punch-outs.
Nacho bag of dick eating. All right, I'm gonna stop. Is it chat? I wonder. Is it? Yeah, it probably is chat on that game, and it's probably crazy as fuck. On that shit you was playing. Fall Guys.
He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
Is it like American Gladiators but animated? Yeah, I know, like that's the vibe I get off looking at it. I'll fuck with it, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I'm trying to play everything until this PS5 come out. Because the shit that they see people playing a lot of is what they gonna port over. And even though they said fucking they gonna do the top 100, notice it's like 500 games on sale right now. So they really trying to see what the fuck people play. Yup. Pushing these niggas off the base every time, nigga. What? Thought you was finna, nigga, you better slide. Niggas I kick you in the head or something. Nigga, I got a 500 batting average, bro. I'm the best batter on the whole team. This bitch gonna pitch hit for me. Fuck that. I'll keep my 500 batting average. I might have the highest batting average in the whole league, bro, as a pitcher. Player performance. 4 hits, 6 strikeouts, 6 ER. Got the dub. 2 dubs. What up? 2 dubs. What up? Nigga, what up? 2 dubs. Hey, we had 18 hits though. I got a team of sluggers on deck. We be cracking shit. Bro, their pitcher's ERA was 27. That's what I'm saying. Like, weak as fuck. I be watching them, bro. Hey, bro, why? You know the shit I was saying where Eric was like, be safe, you know? Why did he actually do that 4 years ago? To go to the thing and do what I'm finna do. Bro, like, you can look at him right now. He did it how he would do it. I'm gonna do it like how I would do it, but if provoked, I'm gonna do it how he did it. Type shit. So it's gonna be dope. I know, and I'm here. Like, I thought I was the nigga in the background sleep. I'm this nigga sleep with my mullet, cause they got dookie dreads, and I don't want that. My shit too thin to dreads. I got bald spot. No, I'm joking. It's fucked up. They be having my nigga wearing some goofy shit. Bible head at it. Drink this wine. I got some. Oh, yeah. Or no, you see where he at the Chinese food? Oh my God, he's on a train with Chinese food, giving it to people like with chopsticks, and people's smacking the fuck out of that shit out of his hand. I gotta get cool with all the pitchers that come in after me, bro. Damn, this nigga on his ass. He said, "Let's get this is the options, bro, because it's the one relief pitcher who been slacking type shit. This is the 4 conversation options for the badges. Captain is, let's get it done out there. These are games that help us in the standings." On his ass type shit. This is the hardest soul. Important game. My bad. Had to burp. Important game today. How are you feeling? This the Maverick shit. Let's show our division rivals who's boss today. Look at this. Here go lightning rod. Adrenaline's pumping. I'm fired up. Let's go out there and get it done today. That's me as a bitch. I'm not gonna lie. I be having to agree with what sound like me type shit. You feel me? Cause I'm the type to let them niggas be trash. They got shit to do with me. Alright, cool. My ERA is 2.8. Gucci talking about his first time rolling a blunt in the background. You can you hear it? This is some powerful shit, and I was tripping.
The stars of tomorrow get their shot in the limelight today as the show's coverage of the Southern League is on the air. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Biloxi Shuckers and the
what's Eric Cup and shit? I'm happy about for that game. Is it like squads of 4 or some shit?
Edward Colina, the right-hander from Venezuela, gets the starting nod in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on.
Yeah, do like a private with it and all that shit too. No, I don't mind busting y'all ass.
Well, you take a look at our visiting club as they take the field tonight. They come in
It probably got the same mechanics as the Dreams game. So like, is circle to, is R2 to grab? Circle.
That's exactly what this team did in their last game. Scored a bunch of runs, but good approach at the plate, working the ball to all.
Fuck, bro. God damn it. Threw it to the wrong fucking base. Shit. Because his fucking camera.
Joe Cronin. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. That one bends into the zone. A strike on the breaking ball. Outside part of the plate, the changeup is in there.
I get it. He wants to see this guy's repertoire, but now he's behind in the count. Puts himself in a tough spot to hit.
The 0-2 once more. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Long run for the right fielder. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Hold on to it.
So coming to the plate, Drew Maggi. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. Circle change, too low, ball 1. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. From the
ratchet up.
He pulls the string on the circle change, 1-2.
Bro, me and him got the same birthday, my nigga. So is that some weird zodiac humor shit? Like, I feel like we got the same fucking sense of humor, dog.
So here's the cleanup.
He just black and Jewish, black and Jewish.
He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. First offering on its way. And he drops a changeup right down Broadway for a called strike. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
That's the ball.
A runner on first with 2 away. Wanted to go after the slider, but he holds off. 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Swung on and missed.
Fuck out of there. Sit that ass down, nigga.
Inning in the books tonight.
Drain that ass.
Here on the show. At the plate, Jose Miranda, and he has not gotten off to the start he had hoped for with the bat. It's been a real struggle for him out of the gate. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball one. A ball and a strike.
Hey, that pitch right there caught entirely too much of the plate. Curveball that rolled over the heart of the plate. He's got to put
the curveball.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. Fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Hit out towards second. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out. Now at the plate, Caleb Hamilton. It's been a 4-for-12 effort in the series for him coming in. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Oh, JoJo.
Bottom of the second.
You know how you said you didn't know the close that. What the fuck? You know how you said you didn't know Jordans was baseball shoes? He played baseball, my nigga. He left basketball to play baseball. Space Jam, nigga. That's based off kind of real life. Yeah, he's trash. He's weaker than my nigga on this game right here.
Line towards center field.
And that's for shit show. That's for shit show.
Center fielder as he puts it away without
that nigga got silver chain on. This nigga got black chain on. I got that gold chain on. But everybody icy on this shit, bro. That's what's up. Hey, they showed 3 straight niggas iced the fuck out. He Dominican with that silver shit, though. Nigga named Wander Javier. I hit this nigga with a pitch.
Still looking for our first hit in the ball.
That's why baseball code. Oh, fuck, it's a no-hitter so far. What?
Fouled off again.
Is it a no-hitter or is that nigga lying to me? Yeah, it's a no-hitter. All right. That mean they gonna keep me in the fucking game.
Now here's the pitch.
Ooh.
Still a ball and 2 strikes.
Can you hear it like when they hit the ball and all of that shit? Can you hear the baseball?
And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired.
Struck that nigga out. I turned that shit up.
We'll go now to the top of the third, and we are
I turned it back down.
Standing in, Akil with 10 runs back, 5 hits in the series. He's a guy to keep an eye on in this one. And he swings here and sends
fuck, don't be a home run. Don't be a home run. Don't be a home run. Fuck, nigga, home run.
Fair, and it's gone. A home run.
Nigga hit a motherfucking home run. See, your ERA is just your average, like, so pretty much, as long as I keep that shit under 2, I'm good. Till they sub me out. You feel me?
Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
Every pitcher gives up home runs, some more than others, but the best
sit your ass down, nigga. See, it's like you can buy gear for your player on this shit, and it boosts all your stats, my nigga. So you literally, they got me hitting because I got on the Jordans to give me a hitting boost type shit. It's different Jordans though, that like it's some shit that'll make my pitches faster.
Now here's the pitch.
So the New Balances I had, them the best shoes on the game now.
First base for route number 2. Settling in now, Joe Cronin. First pitch of the at-bat.
Second baseman, Joe.
Playing against Pensacola right now. It's like it's D-League as fuck, so everybody trash, bro. I'm literally just striking everybody out.
Him a little bit. Lead off homer, and now he's 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning without any further damage.
And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So just the one hit in. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And standing in is the DH, Drew Magic. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0.
Put the fastball out just to make him sit on that shit.
Had him out in front there as he takes strike one on the circle change. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. And the throw will be too late, so it's a bunt single to get him started here.
Fuck it. I still threw it over there.
At the plate, Miguel Velasquez.
Nigga bunted it. Bitch ass nigga.
Ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat.
I told you should have just grabbed the box yesterday.
Slider gets the outside.
The box cheaper, bro. It's cheaper, bro.
Teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. So 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2-2.
And how much are they singles?
Base, this could be 2. To second for 1. On to first, a double play.
2 times 15, 30. Just go there and buy them all separate then. Buy them out the pack. Just buy a lot.
So bases
that's because they got boxes. Just to be like, hey, can I get...
Third baseman, Jose Miranda. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Nope, ball.
I've been getting fucked up Dutchess lately.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it.
Them were gross. Them the worst ones.
A little behind on that swing, and now they'll try to.
They be having bullshit in them like straws and fucking broke ass blunts.
And I'm eliminating the changeup.
And we'll have to leave it
look,
there.
Look, Harry Tubman ain't walked 10 feet in my shoes, nigga. Facts or no? Harry Tubman ain't had no off-whites. That's all I'm saying, man. JoJo.
Set now for
Harry Tubman ain't have off-whites.
Now it'll be the catcher, Caleb Hamilton.
The catcher, Caleb.
I said Harry Tubman ain't have off-whites. It's a fact.
Hey, no outs.
Make that stuff.
First offering on its way.
She had the best sushimi samurai jack service.
Now the 0-1.
Yeah, yep. You know exactly what I'm
that's the ball.
That's why I say samurai jack, bro, just to be exact. I could say ghost sushimi and then give me sauce. Hey, this bitch just dropped her pretzel.
And that is through into right field for a single. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
That's crazy. Hit the ball like at the gate thing at the crowd.
Into the box now, Wander Javier. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball 1-0. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. In there, and it's even at 1. And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strike.
Nachos in her hand. Bitch, that's why you dropped him.
And upsetting the hitter's timing.
Strike.
And everything's going to be fine.
Hell no. Bro, I'm trying, bro.
And he won the battle because of it.
Into the box.
Strike.
So watch a slider that stays inside for ball 1. He homered back in the 3rd inning in this one. That's wide, 2-0.
I wonder if that homer rattled him a little bit. He's certainly a little bit more cautious against him this time around.
Palma is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Digging in to try it again, Joel Rivera. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. 5th inning, 2-1 our score. And this misses the outside corner, so it's
my bad. I'm over here pitching and shit. Trying to figure out what snacks this bitch gonna pull out next.
Hits the outside corner.
Can't
Is it a
waste getting
snack
the leadoff
rotation?
runner on in this
Oh, she
situation.
grabbing.
Swing and a miss.
No, she didn't grab
That
nothing.
retires the side,
Another
and
strikeout.
that will do it. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one man left. Now back to the
Fuck
top
that.
of the
That nigga
lineup.
bunted that.
Stepping
That
in,
wasn't a base hit.
Velasco.
Oh, the bitch got the nachos back.
Fellow top of the order
She sat him
hitters hasn't
down.
really offered much help for this lineup so far.
The nigga behind her picked up some nachos.
Guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action.
Don't hit this one. It's up top.
So far in this one, still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
2-0 now. The pitch. Drives it out to deep right center field.
Fuck. Catch that shit off the wall or something. What the fuck was he trying to do?
And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
And he tried to jump like 30 feet to catch that shit off the wall. What the fuck?
Maybe that's what we're seeing right here. He's been struggling, no doubt about it, but he's able to lace this thing off the wall, and he's standing at second with some newfound confidence.
2-0 now.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. Two great takes.
Hold on now, that ball is down and could score a run.
Hey, this has the makings of being a pretty big inning, D-roll. Leadoff double, now a base hit, and all of a
Fuck
sudden
that.
we're looking at first and third.
Why my glasses ain't on top of my goddamn motherfucking
He's
hat?
going to have to start executing pitches. He cannot leave a ball over the heart of the plate right here. He's going to have damage on his hands.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Drew Maggi is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1.
Little traffic on the base paths right here, but one pitch away from getting a double play.
My nigga, what to get your fat ass,
Third and tie our ball game at 2 apiece.
bitch ass nigga? Get your fat ass over there.
To the plate now, Miguel Velasquez.
How we got fat ass outfielders? I don't understand that. Y'all niggas ain't nothing to make it to the league.
Game so far. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. And it's fouled away. And another foul ball. None out, runners at first and second.
Fuck.
Drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Now the relay home. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Fuck that.
Hey, I think we got a case right now. This team, they're just feasting on a pitcher that he's given up.
Why y'all ain't relieve me earlier than that? Look at that.
In the end,
They took me out right after I gave up the game losing run.
3-2 the finish in tonight's game. The Blue Wahoos rode an important sixth inning to victory in this one.
My schooling will officially come to an end after I got busted at the Texaco. It was April 2001, my second semester at Georgia Perimeter. Apparently an undercover cop had been watching me for a few days, and he found the bushes, where I was keeping my stash at, a stash of about 90 bags of crack. I was in the gas station, when he walked up, and flashed his badge. Let me see your ID. Knowing it would buy me time, I pulled out my driver's license, and handed it over. The moment he took his eyes off me to inspect it, I was out the door. I bolted through the backyard of a house on Custer into the woods, ending up in Glen Emerald Park. I blew past the tennis courts, leaping from the top basketball court to the bottom one. When I landed, my legs gave out, all wobbly. I was like a boxer who took a shot on the chin. My mind was responding, but my body was not. I collapsed on the court, knowing the cops were on my tail. I'm down. I'm down. I screamed out. My surrender didn't help my cause. Those cops beat the fucking shit out of me. I hadn't caught my breath from running, but I was tossed in the back of the cruiser. I threw up all over the seats. My face was swollen from the beating, so instead of taking me to the police station, where they'd have to take a mugshot, they took me to Grady Hospital. Afterward I was brought to DeKalb County Jail, where I was booked, and told I was allowed one phone call. I called my mama. Mom, I'm locked up. For what? They're saying back quote criminal possession of a controlled substance. I said, doing my best to play dumb. I was just standing at the bus stop, waiting to go for a job interview. But the days of fooling my mama were up. Vicky Davis didn't play around about no drug shit. After I posted bail, she took my key to the house and told me I was no longer welcome at home. When I went in front of the judge a few months later, I took a plea deal as part of Georgia's First Offenders Act. If I accepted the plea and completed a probation period, I could have this first felony struck from my record. But if I got caught in any trouble again, the deal was off the table, and the judge could resentence me. Mr. Davis, he told me, but do you understand that if I see you here again, I could sentence you up to 30 years
You there, nigga?
behind this? I heard him loud and clear, but I couldn't drop hustling cold turkey. I'd had nearly $40,000 saved up at the time of my arrest, but I now had lawyer fees and had gotten my own apartment after my mama kicked me out the house. I needed to be making money. Since I was still technically enrolled at Georgia Perimeter, my lawyer was able to convince the judge to suspend my 90-day sentence until after the following school year, which was about to start out. So just like that I was out, and it wasn't long before I was back to living and dabbling in some valley in the Texaco. It might sound like the judge's warnings went in one ear and out the other, but that wasn't the case. I'd absorbed what he told me. Those words carried weight. I was back in the streets, yes, but for the first time in my life I was thinking about what I could do to get myself out of this shit. My decision to pursue music was heavily influenced by my arrest at the Texaco. I'd long had a passion for music, ever since Duke and I were in bed listening to his boombox. Even after we moved to Georgia, Duke was the guy who was putting everyone onto the new shit in the 90s, from Tupac and Kilo Ali to Spice One and Poison Clan. He was tuned in, always on the cutting edge, when it came to rap, and I absorbed it all. My whole childhood I was running circles around everyone my age. It was like how I learned to read before my peers. Whenever a new artist or song blew up and everyone in school was talking about it, it was old news to me. My brother had been putting me onto it, as much as I was into rap. The idea of becoming a rapper always seemed lame to me. The rappers I knew classmates who used to perform at the McNair talent shows were all broke. There was no way I was going to be the nigga with a backpack riding the MARTA bus with a CD player and headphones, trying to get people to listen to my music. To me that was panhandling. I didn't give a fuck if that's what it took to run the music business. It wasn't going to be something I did. What was appealing to me was being the money man behind a rapper. I'd been heavy into Master P throughout high school. He was the consummate rap entrepreneur. No Limit was putting out albums every other day back then, and I bought all of them just off the strength of P's gossip. I would have never bought a Fiend or Mac or Mara X album, but I listened to all of the No Limit albums to hear what P was saying. Even before Master P, I always gravitated toward the CEO, person in charge. As a little boy in Alabama, I liked Eazy more than Ice Cube. I thought Tony Draper was cooler than 8 Ball or MJG. I wanted to be more like Jay Prince than Scarface. Later on when Cash Money started blowing up,
That means grab him, JoJo.
Baby and Manny Fresh were my favorites. The big timers fucked me up for real. I liked the shit they were talking about. I had a friend whose younger brother decided he wanted to rap. He was 14 and his moniker was Lil Buddy. I saw potential in this kid and thought he could become a crease cross or Lil Bow Wow type. And I could be the money man pulling the strings. I decided to give it a shot. This same friend told me he knew of a producer whom I could buy some beats from to get my artist off the ground. So one day in 2001 he took me to a house in suburban Decatur, where I met a 23-year-old beatmaker by the name of Zaytone. Zaytone was new to Georgia. He'd grown up in the Bay Area, and following his father's retirement from the army, his family relocated to the south. They stuck around to finish high school in San Francisco, but eventually joined his folks when he couldn't keep up with the cost of living out there. When he got here, he enrolled in barber college, which was where he met my friend. Zay was a good barber, but a way better musician. He had a natural ear, having grown up playing piano and organ in church. With that foundation, he'd become a hell of a producer. Today, Zay sound is synonymous with the music coming out of Atlanta, but at the time, that wasn't the case. His beats were super influenced by his roots in the Bay. He'd come up studying producers like DJ Quick and making beats for guys like E40 and Messy Marv while he was still in high school. He was the oldest in a family of 4 children and I sensed he was the spoiled favorite. His parents had converted the entire basement of their new home into a recording studio for him to pursue his craft. I didn't know what made a good studio or a bad one, but I could tell this setup had cost him money. It looked legit. They and I could not have been more different. This was a guy who went to church every Sunday. He didn't drink, smoke, or curse. He had nothing to do with the type of things I had going in the streets. He came from a religious military family and his folks had kept him on the straight and narrow. Despite our differences on paper, we clicked off the dribble. I was feeling his beats and I ended up buying a batch of them from him for $1,000. With beats in hand I was ready to get to work with Low Buddy. But before I could do that, I had to report to DeKalb County to serve out my 90-day sentence. I get how for someone on the outside looking in, jail is an interesting place. Fortunately, for most people it's a world they'll never see. But the truth is that most of the time jail is just super boring. A whole lot of doing nothing. And when it's not boring, usually something bad is happening. Something that ain't really worth talking about. Because it was my first offense, I was designated a trustee, which meant I'd only have to serve 67 of the 90 days. I worked in the cafeteria and I talked a big game in there, telling the inmates I had my own record label, and getting them to think I was established in the rap game. The truth was I hadn't done a damn thing. The 67 days flew by. When I came home it was time to back up all the talking I'd been doing. But I had to go back to the drawing board. My plans with the kid hadn't worked out. I'd only been gone 2 months, but that was long enough for a teenager to get distracted, decide he didn't want to be a rapper anymore, and move on to something else. Now I was at square one, and out of the $1,000 I'd spent on Zay's beats, I linked back up with Zay after my stint in the county. He suggested I start rapping, and put the music mogul stuff on hold. Zay had seen me rap, because I'd been writing the lyrics for Low Buddy, and then telling him how to deliver them, giving him the flows. Zay thought I had talent. I wasn't so sure. Not only did I have the stigma that rappers were all broken lame, but I had long ago convinced myself that people would never take me seriously if I started up rapping. It wasn't that I'd never rapped before. Far from it. Even before my brother put me onto his music, I had an interest in poetry and the process of putting words together in creative ways. I can't remember what I wrote, but there was a day in first grade the teacher had our class make cards for Mother's Day. Everyone else's was on some roses are red, violets are blue. Shit, but I deliberated over that card until I could come up with something that didn't just rhyme, but captured how I felt about my mom. It caught my teacher by surprise. Wow, Frederick, she said. This is how you really feel. I colored the card and brought it home, excited to give it to my mama over the weekend. I sure as hell wasn't thinking about a rap career, but I did know this was something I was good at. Better than my peers. After we moved to Georgia, I spent a lot of time freestyling with my buddies in Sun Valley. Me and Dodge would hang outside the apartments and take turns rapping, while the other made a beat on the big green power generator. Me and my other friends BP, C-Note, Dante, Jughead, Gusto, and Joe even had our own little rap crew. We called ourselves Homegrown. I always thought I was the best out of all of them. The thing was, whenever we would record our little ciphers on BP's cassette player, I hated how my voice sounded on playback. I sounded different from my friends. My voice was that of someone from Alabama, not from Atlanta. Not only did I sound so country, but I'd always had something of a speech impediment, like my father had. I'd gotten teased for that in school, after we moved to Atlanta, and it was another factor that turned me off to the idea of becoming a rapper. But something kept me coming back to Zay's basement, and the more time I spent down there, the more comfortable I became. I was playing around with my voice, my cadence, and my diction, and after a while all those reservations I'd had slowly started to fade away. I was listening to a lot of Project Pat then. I was 20 years old, coming into my own. And while I was out there doing what I was doing, trapping out of cars with orange, and standing on the corner hustling, Project Pat was the soundtrack. I had his debut album from '99, Getty Green, on repeat. When a girl hopped in my car, that's what she was going to hear. I'd always been a big fan of Memphis rappers. Guys like 8 Ball and MJG, Kingpin Skinny Pimp, Tommy Wright III, Player Fly, and 666 Mayfear. but Pat was my favorite. Still is. He was talking that street shit and I just knew he was telling the truth. I knew that life, and I could tell if a rapper was playing Scarface. I had an ear for that. I knew Project Pat did the shit he was rapping about. Can't nobody tell me different. I knew C Murder did what he said. I knew Soldier Slim did what he said. I knew BG did what he said. Their music was real and it motivated me. My music had to be the same way. Me and Baby were my idols, but I couldn't be rapping about Bentleys and Ferraris, because I wasn't living that life. The cars I was around were Eagles and Cutlass Supremes. I couldn't be rapping about shutting down the clubs, because I wasn't in the clubs. I was in the trap house, I was on the corner, I wanted my music to inspire niggas to get money, and come up out of that shit, but at the same time I wanted to let them know I was one of them. I couldn't leave them out. Soon I found myself at Zay's nearly every day. There wasn't a plan. We were just two young men trying to find ourselves, in music and in life. We didn't know the fun we were having would give birth to a whole genre, and inspire a generation of artists after us. Trap music. To some it's the subject matter. Stories of serving fiends through burglar bars. To others it's a style of beat making. Shit, today there's a whole audience of white kids who think trap music is about popping Molly and going to a rave. In a way it's all those things. But when I think about trap music I think about those early days in Zay's basement. When I would go over early in the morning after a night spent chilling in my neighborhood. When Zay would mix our songs, and he didn't even know how to mix. The whole process was crude and unrefined. What we were making wasn't radio ready and definitely not destined for the charts. When I think about trap I think about something raw. Something that hasn't been diluted. Something with no polish on it. Music that sounds as grimy as the world that it came out of. Eventually I decided to put together my first body of work. I bought more beats from Zay and another producer I met named Albert Allen. Al had been the keyboard player for the 90s R&B group Silk, and he knew a lot more than Zay or I about the music game. He helped me put together the collection of songs that would make up my first underground release. But first I needed a rap name. People had always called me Lil Guxy or Gux's son, so it seemed like a good fit to take on my father's moniker. As for the release, I titled it SDR8 Drop Records Presents Guxy Main Laugh Lair. SDR8 Drop was a crew I'd formed with my partner Woe. It wasn't a label as much as a group of niggas from my hood who were rapping. Odge was a part of this crew. Al put me onto a place in the city that printed me 1,000 CDs, posters, and postcards for Guxy Main Laugh Lair, and I hit the streets of East Atlanta hard with it. I was already a hell of a salesman and I worked my music into my day-to-day hustle, selling niggas a package deal for a dime of smoke and a CD. I would front copies to my homeboys and let them keep a couple of dollars for every CD they sold. It wasn't long after I printed up those first 1,000 CDs that I was almost out of stock. At that point I arrived at a crossroads. Was I going to re-up on Guxy Main Laugh Lair and try to move another 1,000 copies, or was I going to figure out something else? My next move would be a pivotal one. One of the smartest decisions I made in my early music career. I brought the last of my CDs, posters, and postcards to the bootleggers on the west side of Atlanta by the Oakland City train station. I explained I was an up-and-coming artist out of the east side, and that I was trying to get exposure for my music outside of my neighborhood. I need you guys to sell the hell out of this CD, I told them. Whatever money that you get from it, it's yours. You sure? They asked. I assured them I was. To sweeten the deal, they printed me a few thousand duplicate copies of Guxy Main Laugh Lair and posters for free, which I sold for $2 or $3 a pop, all profit. More important, though, my music was now being pushed all throughout the state of Georgia. 7. Asterisk, asterisk, asterisk. The Zone 6 Clique. One day I was putting up my posters outside of Jazzy T's, a strip club on Columbia Drive on the east side, when I was approached by a dude who introduced himself to me as Red. Like me, Red was a rapper from East Atlanta and he knew my music. He'd heard my album, and admired my hustle. We chopped it up.
Hey, I want to hear that shit.
And work on music together.
You could turn it down, hey. You could turn it down a little.
We named the Zone 6 Clique.
You could turn it down a little. I don't want to hear that shit.
To be self-sufficient.
No, I'm not saying all the way. I'm just saying I don't want to hear that shit.
That we were hustling me to sign to some label and get jerked over. This was a self-financed operation. Using profit from our dealings in the streets, we would fund and promote our own projects. But rapping wasn't yet my priority. My whole crew from Sun Valley was made up of hustlers, but Red and the rest of the Zone 6 clique were on another level. Nearly everyone in the group was older than me. My game was petty compared to the shit they were up to. I was still picking up slabs of dope. They were getting powder by the kilo and cooking it up in trap houses. I was still a neighborhood corner hustler, slinging sacks. They were taking staff white trips, moving serious weight. More than hustlers, they were robbers who targeted hustlers. They were robbing niggas for their stash and hitting big-time legs. They wouldn't think twice about taking someone's money on consignment. We're talking up to $100,000 and just saying fuck it and driving off with no intention of paying anyone back. They didn't give a fuck about the consequences of pulling moves like that. They were more than willing to deal with them. Their whole attitude was bring it on. It wasn't long before I was doing the same shit. Finessing people out of their money came naturally. It was in my genes. I knew whom I could short, and whom I had to give extra to. I knew whom I could give some bullshit to, and tell them it was good. I could sense if someone was weak or scared. I could feel it, and used it to my advantage. I worked every move I could. Hit a lick for about 50 stacks. Big ass tripping talking about Gutsy bring the money back. I rapped that line in a song called Mama. It's a line that got me notoriety in my hood. Because it was true. Niggas couldn't believe I had the balls to talk about that incident on a track, and it fortified my reputation as a rapper and a robber. I started breaking into houses too. Not looking for TVs or ULB or anything like that. I was after
You ugly Kodak.
exclusively. I target those whom I previously shopped with, and after gaining their trust I'd hide out and wait for them to leave their stash house before breaking in. If I couldn't find it, I'd just sit in the house and wait for their return. Then I'd make them give it up.